Good morning, everybody. This is an unscheduled stream, but I've been a little lazy with doing these live streams this week. I've just been super busy with other things going on, and after passing the Apex evaluation, it seems kind of a little less anticlimactic to do these streams each day. But thought I'd do one today just because we haven't done one in a while, and we're seeing some setups kind of going on the Nasdaq. So we got the Nasdaq going on up here on the screen. I've also got the ES up on the other screen, which we can take a look at in a second. The NQ is obviously up here. You can see on all the charts. We have 5 charts up on the screen, but this is really my higher time frame chart where I've got the daily, the weekly, daily, and 4-hour on this chart. So this is kind of my higher time frame where I'm getting perspective. Then I can drop down usually to the 60-minute, which is over here. And that's just going to fine tune it a little bit. And then these 3 charts, really the 500 volume and the 5-minute, are kind of what I'm trading off of. And then I like to look at the 1-minute every once in a while. I've got them all up on one screen, mainly just for these videos. I'm not staring at each one, trying to find a setup on each one, but it's nice to have them up on these videos so I can quickly reference something and not have to mess around in OBS changing screens and stuff. So let's pull up. Let's start with the highest time frame as a weekly here on the Nasdaq. We can see kind of what's going on. We'll blow it up. One thing we're bouncing off of is this 20 SMA on the weekly chart. If we look here, the 20 SMA has historically been a good area of support for it. So we suspect that will continue now. So we're bouncing off of that. When we saw this bearish action for the last couple of weeks, if you knew the 20 SMA, was a key support area, you probably would stop your shorting around here, 15,500. We'll have that level marked off on the red line. It's also just a solid round number for the Nasdaq, 15,500. So most shorts are probably losing optimism on this dropping further, and so price is rebounding off of that. If we look on the daily chart, something that I pulled up on my first ever YouTube short, which I did a few days ago, I can't remember the exact date, we pointed out this down trend line, or down channel, I'm sorry, this down channel we were in, and price had come right up to this level, which was a 20 SMA on the daily, and the down channel upper trend line there. So this is a big area of confluence. Price could have easily bounced off that and come down another leg and come down and touched the 20 SMA on the weekly, but we have busted through that price level. A nice strong bullish candle, a little bit of weaker buying on this, which is to be expected, some selling coming in here. But if you look, which is interesting, I mean, these 2 candles are, I mean, it can't just shoot straight up. I mean, I guess it has in the past, but you expect an explosive candle and then kind of a couple rest days here. This is a very nice bullish candle. Well, anyways, before I jump to what I think it's going to do, we can look also at a really interesting level where it's finding support. It's just the back end of this trend line right there. So this trend line was resistance. Now it's acting as support. And to me, that's always interesting just to have these lines drawn out on your chart so you kind of know what's going on. And when you're seeing it on lower time frames, you can say, oh yeah, that's what it's bouncing off of. That's what it's reacting to, is the back end of this channel here. Price came down yesterday. We broke this low, which is pretty bearish. We also broke the 20 SMA on the daily. I saw that happen yesterday. And I thought, well, maybe we're going to come down. And then I saw that it was hitting this band. I'm not 100% bullish on it yet. It's just the time of year. It's at the end of the year. I don't know if any big traders, big institutions are going to be buying this thing at the end of the year, knowing that most people are going to be selling by January 1st. So, if we get above this level here, then I think it opens us up here, possibly to all-time highs. But even though we've broken out of this up channel, I like to see it clear this level before I'm really convinced that we're going up. Could price fall back down into this area? Sure, could. It could go either way, right? It can only go one or two ways. But to me, this is looking like there is possibly going to be some follow through, but that fundamentals of just the time of year, I'm not. If we were in October, I would say absolutely we're going to go up and hit new all-time highs. But I'm not quite convinced. We can see what happened last December. Let's look on a weekly chart and see how things went down last December. We got December here. Look over here on December. I mean, we kept grinding up last December. We got through it. I wonder if I can pull up the previous year. Last December also grind through it. And here was COVID. So yeah, maybe this thing's gonna want to push and make new highs. Maybe 17,000 is in its reach. So that looks, I don't know, looks like a good opportunity. Maybe to buy it as we break that level up there. We can look on the hourly chart. Just a little downtrend. We're moving back into this volume node now. We're bouncing off the weekly point of control. This is a weekly volume profile here. So now we've gone from the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily. Now we're going to move down to the 1 hour to see if we can find any entry opportunities. One area would be the backside of this band here, back down at 16,120. I would suspect that would be support. There's a massive LVN here. You can see it, no volume going on down here. This is going to act as pretty good support. Another area might be this little ledge here. There's another kind of LVN here. It may hit the back end of this channel. You can see that blue line. It's looking a little messy. This blue line, I don't know if that's coming through on the screen or not. I should probably change the color of that. But you can also see there's a little edge right there on the volume profile. May come down, hit the back of that band, and then come up. If we break this level here of this hourly, I think would probably open up to 16,400. Got about 12 minutes till the market opens here. So that would be, interesting. A little bit, we can look on the 5-minute. You can see this explosion right there. I'm sure that was on news. Let's see if there was anything came out this morning. Should have looked at that first. Yeah, CPI came out this morning. And it's like inflation is not as bad as anticipated. See what CNBC's headline is on that. Inflation surged 6.8% in November, even more than expected. It's the fastest rate. I don't know what to think of that. I don't know. Trying to wrap your head around why, if inflation surged, Nasdaq is moving up. Some of it could be that maybe the economy's not as overheated as before. I don't know. Who knows why the price is doing what it's doing, but it's doing it. You've got this little, yeah, I don't know. I would wait for this thing to come back, try to come back down. If that's this big move here is on news. Let's see. Good morning, Cesaric. What do you think about the inflation news? You think this move is valid? This impulse to the upside? You think it's just reactionary and it's going to come back down? Look at the S&P real quick. See what that's doing. Switch over here. So this is the ES, the S&P. You can look at the 5-minute chart over here. Same thing, big impulse up on the news there. Here. The thing on the S&P is it looks, pull up the daily on the S&P. I've got this level marked out. Same deal on this red line. I think that it got above this, we would start moving up, maybe to all-time highs by the end of the month. But we're at a critical level. Price is holding above the 20 SMA on the daily. I did trade this yesterday and the day before. I've been trading it. Yesterday's volume profile. This is a 2000 tick chart over here, with no real great trades or anything to brag about, but just some scalps here and there. I'm kind of waiting to see what it wants to do up at this level, at this at this key resistance level where it's at. I don't know, thinking we're going to want to break through that and move up. So yeah, my game plan on the Nasdaq, turn this one off, on the Nasdaq would be to, this little downtrend line, this little bull flag looking thing, big impulse up, weak, big buying, weaker selling. You break this trend line for it to then move up, might be an opportunity. But price would really, for me, need to get up above this daily 16,430, 16,450 level up here, which I can draw out, for it to me to be really convinced that we're going to come up and hit all-time highs again. So somewhere up here, if you can see that blue box I'm drawing. So yeah, that would be my technical analysis for today. Buy it as we break that level going up. What happened? So I wish everybody the best of luck at trading. Got 8 minutes to the market opens. Just a little technical analysis. Of course, we would be using delta. We can look at cumulative delta. Positive 1400 coming in on the market, looking pretty bullish. Volume profile, we've got a big LVN, a high volume node price can move into, I think, pretty easily. And so just trying to find some support here and see if price moves back up. We've got the 20 SMA on the 1 hour, VWAP down here, plus the back of the band. So lots of support areas to buy in on the bounce. I wish everybody the best of luck today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. And we will be back again with another technical analysis. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good trading day.